If I had a nickel for every time a wedding pro dropped into my DMs and asked me if I had a script for what to say when someone first inquires, or what to say once they've scheduled a call, or what to say after they've done the consult, or what to say when they're ghosting you, all the things, right? Everybody wants a script. Everybody wants a methodology. And while I do have scripts that I provide to all of my students, and actually there's one that I'll give you in this episode, if you stick around, we'll give you a freebie for my exact email script. There's a piece of the puzzle that's missing when you want to use a script, when you're using a script, and it's causing you to get ghosted. It's causing you to lose out on leads, and it's causing you to not convert these leads that are coming in. In today's show, we're going to have a little bit of a heart to heart, CEOs, because this is something that I'm starting to notice is becoming more and more prevalent. And really, just a very, very simple tweak to your sales process is going to help your conversion rate so much. That's what we're going to dig into in today's episode. So I cannot wait for you to snuggle up, grab a cup of coffee, and listen in on exactly how my team closes 5 figures every single month. Hey there, CEOs. This is the Wedding Pro CEO podcast, and I'm your host, Brandee Gaar. I'm a wedding pro just like you who's built one of the largest planning firms in Orlando, Florida. But it wasn't that long ago when that success came with long days, sleepless nights, and little to no pay. Fast forward to today, and I have the business that I've always dreamed of: steady profit, a killer team, and weekends with my family. Over the past 3 years, I've been able to teach over 1,000 wedding pros how to do the same. My mission is to build a movement of wedding pros who are building a profitable wedding business that they've always dreamed of. Today, we're talking all about the missing link in your sales strategy, and this is something that I've seen come up over and over inside my group, but also in my DMs. So many wedding pros DM me and they're like, "Hey, Brandee, do you have a script for this? Do you have a script for this?" Or "I'm getting ghosted." And honestly, the missing piece from all of this is you. I'm sitting in my comfy crisscross chair. I've got my Chick-fil-A Coke here with me, and we're going to have a little bit of a heart to heart. It's going to be a short episode, but I really want to talk to you about the missing piece in your sales strategy. And that missing piece, CEOs, is you. It's you. Listen, I do have scripts for my sales funnel, and my students get copies of all of those scripts to use as part of their sales funnel. However, it is so important that you use a script as a model, as inspiration. Put it in your own voice and understand that the way this new generation is buying is that they're buying from people they know, like, and trust. And when I say that, I know you've heard that a million times, right? You're like, that's not a generational thing, Brandee. That's like always been. But this generation takes it to such a degree that they do not want to buy from people that feel transactional. The new CEO of my business, she's actually quite young. She is in Gen Z. And it's been interesting for me to hear from her how she has her buying habits as well. And she's like, "I would never click that. I would never do that. This is what I'm looking for." And it's really, really interesting how important it is for them to connect with the process and to connect with the brand that they're buying from. So here's what that can look like in your business. And this is what I really want you to tune in right now. And I really want you to listen to me, okay? Oh, because some of you are not going to like this, but it is what needs to happen. The missing piece in your sales funnel is you. And the way to infuse you, your personality, into that sales funnel is by starting to include texting in your sales funnel. Now, I know there's some of you that are like, "That's it, turn it off, delete, Brandee's no longer valid in my life. I'm not going to tune in anymore." But keep listening, because I promise you, there are so many students inside my program who came in and they were like, "I will literally never text." And then now they're texting and they're like, "I can't believe how amazing this is. Like, it works so well." And I'm like, "I know, that's why I tell you to do it." So this is what I want you to hear from me, CEO, okay? So let's talk about the process. I don't want to gatekeep. I want to tell you exactly how we sell at Blush, and we sell 5 figures every single month that we're in business. Okay, so this is how we sell. Inquiry comes in, right? And the very first email is automated. Now, that email, if you want a script for it, I actually will give you my entire sales funnel. You can grab it by going over to brandeegaard.com/6, the number 6-figure emails, 6-figure emails. We'll also link it in the description so you can grab it. It's totally free. I give you an entire 5 email series, okay? And that very first email should be automated so that it goes out immediately. So you can grab that funnel. You can basically take mine as a model, an inspiration, put it in your own voice, and automate that so that your system will send out that first email automatically. Now, no matter what system you're using, it doesn't have to be fancy. 99% of every single system that I've ever seen will at least let you automate that first email, okay? But here's where things start to go awry. So what happens is you automate the first email, and then you've got a series of templates or automated emails that you're sending out over the next week to 30 days, depending on how your follow-up goes. And they're all templated, right? And so you are like, no, but Brandee, mine aren't all templated. I go in and I make changes to them. And I'm like, I hear you. I hear you, CEO. I really do. But Gen Z, which is the newest buying generation, the oldest ones are 26 years old, 27 years old. That newest buying generation, one, they don't like email. Honestly, you would be shocked at how few of them know how to use email. And if you're Gen Z, don't come at me. I'm sure you know how to use email. But let's be honest, your inbox is flooded with emails. And so we want to really create that connection. And that automated email, even if it's personalized, isn't creating that connection, okay? So we let the first email automate. And in that first email, we're providing them with the things that they most often are going to ask when they inquire. They want to know your pricing, right? They want to know a little bit about you, and they want to know a little bit about your team if you have one, and they want to know how to move on to the next step. Like, what's the next step? Is it scheduling a consult? Is it answering a questionnaire? Whatever it is. So in that very first email that's automated, you want to answer those questions, have an FAQ, give them your pricing, make sure your pricing is on there, and include a link to schedule a consult, okay? Now, if they do not schedule a consult immediately, like within the first couple of hours, in that same day or within about 24 hours of that email going out, now is when I want you to text. Now is when I want you to send them a text, and I want you to say something that would go in a text, okay? So what you do not want to do is treat it like email. It's not meant to be treated like an email. It's meant to be treated like a fun conversation you're having with a friend. And this is the piece that's missing. This is the sales piece that's missing. Sales feels like, but I want to do it the right way, but I want to do it the right way, but I want to do it the right way. And instead, what you should be thinking is like, how do I show how excited I am to this couple that has inquired with me? How do I act like they're my best friend who just got engaged, and I'm so excited to start talking details about their wedding? So when you send this text, you want to say something like, hey, Susie, this is Brandee Gaar from Blush. I saw that you inquired earlier today, and you should have already gotten an automated email from us with some of our pricing and some fun information about our team. But I wanted to reach out personally just to say hi and to answer any questions that you might have. By the way, I saw that you're getting married at Bella Collina. How did you choose that as your perfect venue? Right? So and ask them one question that kind of engages them and gets them excited. Don't use that script. Like, you can kind of use it as a guide, but I really want you to think about, what is it that I want to convey? What would I want someone to text to me? What am I excited about? If they said something in their inquiry form that you can ask a question about, you want to get them into a conversation, right? So you don't want to leave it at saying something like, here's my scheduling link if you want to book, or something like that. You could even say, one of the texts that I use, I'm telling you guys, I don't use a script. Every single time I text a client, it's completely made up every single time, because I'm in it with them. I'm in it. Like, I read their inquiry. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, this is so exciting. I see what they say. I see what venue they're at, and I get in it with them. Like, I'm so excited, right? So something else you could say is like, hey, Susie, this is Brandee Gaar with Blush. I saw that you inquired earlier today, and you should have gotten an automated email from us with some fun details of pricing information. There's also a link to schedule a consult with us in that email, but if you have a couple of free minutes, I'm actually available now. Or if you have some time today, I'm actually available between 3 and 5 today. Now, our new sales manager has been trying this, and she is like, I'm floored at the results. Like, people are like, yeah, let's jump on a call. Now, obviously, this is going to be dependent on your schedule, right, and your capacity. But when someone inquires, when you can send them a text like that and offer to jump on a call now, jump on a Zoom now, or get engaged with them, right, then they're going to be more likely to respond right there, because you're starting a relationship. You're starting a conversation, okay? Now, this is so important because most of the time they're going to respond. Every once in a while, you're still going to get ghosted. And that's okay because your funnel is still running to their email, right? Now, I would let that funnel run. If they do not respond at all, I'm not going to keep texting them, right? Like if they don't respond, I'm not going to keep texting them. I'm going to let the email funnel run. I might send one more text when the funnel is expiring just to say, hey, Susie, this is Brandee with Blush. I know I haven't heard back from you, but you inquired a couple of weeks ago. I wanted to just reach out and say that we're not going to keep dropping into your inbox, but if you are still looking for a planner, we'd love to chat, right? Like something like that. But again, it's having that relationship and having that communication with them, a conversation with them, right? And of course, if they keep ghosting you, it is what it is, and we're going to put it to bed. But this is what I want you to be thinking about is like, how do I just open the conversation? This is so fun. Like, it's exciting, right? Now, let's say that they do respond to you and they're like, yeah, Brandee, I'd love to jump on a call later today, or I don't have any questions right now, but I'm definitely going to be scheduling a call. Great. Drop them the link again there, right? But the reason that this is so important is because not only are you opening up a conversation and you're getting them to know, like, and trust you, but you're establishing that you are going to create that relationship so they're becoming warmer. Once you meet with them as a consult, now instead of having to follow up with them via email, which is so challenging when they don't sign their contract, now you can drop them a text and be like, hey, Susie, we sent the contract over to your inbox yesterday. I haven't seen it come back yet, and I want to make sure that you secure your date. So take a look at that and let me know if you have any questions. We'd love to get your date locked in today, right? But you've already been texting with Susie, so it doesn't feel out of the ordinary. It doesn't feel awkward. It's you and Susie having a conversation. It's so simple. It's so easy. You guys, I'm telling you, you're going to hear this more and more on this podcast because I'm passionate about it. If you are not implementing texting into your sales funnel, you are missing out on a huge portion of the conversion of your leads because this is the new generation. This is how they're buying. They want to buy from a friend. They want to feel like you're their friend. And this is a really easy way for you to be able to create that warmth, create that engagement with them right away, and to stop getting ghosted so much because you're ending up in someone's inbox. Like, drop into their phone. And here's the thing, you are not cold messaging them. They inquired with you. They gave you their phone number. We have a box on our inquiry form that says, is it okay to text? Literally every single person since we've implemented that, except one, has said, yes, it's okay to text. They love to text. They want you to. So use this as the open door to get excited, to start that conversation, and to really engage them warmly. You guys, I love teaching you about sales and profit strategy. And if there's a certain topic that you want to know more about, I would love it. I would love it if you would drop into my DMs and ask me a question or tell me what you're struggling with, because that's what helps us come up with content for the show to be able to really help you to lean into those high converting sales funnels. We want you to be booking 5 figures every single month so you can grow and scale your revenue. So drop into my DMs. I'm at Brandee Gaar, and let me know, what do you want to hear on the show? You guys, thank you so much for being here every single time, and I will see you next time.